All right, episode 3 of Male Vocals. Let's dig right on in. Starting out with Neil Diamond. Probably should be in the rock and roll. Another one of those that's kind of crossed over, and you'll see this throughout, right? We're going to see, hit easy listening, we'll see other things, and we'll see other places things should maybe be, or see the artist again. Neil Diamond. I got a friend that she didn't like Neil Diamond's lifestyle. That he wasn't nice to women. That's always kind of strange to me. I mean, it's about the music, right? It's about the music. So, Sweet Caroline, Cherry Cherry, so many fun tunes. I remember enjoying him, as a kid. Me as a kid, not him as a kid, although he was much younger as well. Kentucky Woman. I don't know if he wrote that one, but he wrote a lot of stuff. So it's all, they're all his. They're all his. Oh wait, Joni Mitchell. He covers Joni Mitchell on this one. Well, that's a good one. If you're gonna cover somebody else, that's a good one to cover. I enjoyed Neil Diamond. I think a lot of people enjoyed Neil Diamond. I think we have a tribute band around here. I think it's Solid Diamond or something like that. So probably be a few Neil Diamonds here. Seems that way. And this is the one I think he did with Barbara Streisand. Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. Brother Loves Travel and Salvation Show. I'm enjoying that one. Neil Diamond's Greatest Hits on Bang. More Greatest Hits. Pretty easy with Greatest Hits. Greatest Hits always kind of encapsulate. You don't get as many fillers. Although I've always enjoyed listening to complete albums too, and finding the gems within. Okay, here we have a Jimmy Durante record. I always enjoyed Jimmy Durante in all his old movies, and other bits. But he's a little hard to find. I mean, yeah, he's a little hard to find. Shouldn't be. It doesn't seem like it should be hard to find, but he can be a little hard to find as far as his recorded material. That's the only one I got in that thing. But he's used in movie soundtracks. I remember him being in Sleepless in Seattle. They used a tune of his. Billy Eckstine's Imagination. Jazz singer, balladeer. Sang with a lot of the big bands. There's another Billy Eckstine. I don't have a whole lot of his either. MGM years. But enjoyable. This is 4 sides of his material on Verve. Tommy Edwards. Well, there's one I'm not going to be able to tell you much on. I know I picked up a few Tommy Edwards over the years, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't remember how much I enjoyed him or didn't enjoy him or what, but sing some classics. Don't Fence Me In, Stormy Weather, on that one, but I'm not going to be able to help you much on that. Bobby Goldsboro, Greatest Hits, Honey, She's a Woman. He was a lot on like Mike Douglas. You'd catch him on Mike Douglas doing some of his hits and just talking. And I always enjoy his material. I especially liked Honey. And now we got Robert Goulet. I went to see him once, and it's on a clear day. That's it. On a clear day, he did that musical here. So yeah, musical singer. good singer, but he didn't usually grab me. He's one of those voices that, well, I guess a little bit like my dad's era, kind of so maybe I'm a little more critical about that. And yeah, Broadway goes so far. And it's like Jim Nabors, right? You listen to Jim Nabors and you go, yeah, that's a good voice. Yeah, it's a good voice. But I don't really want to listen to it. I don't, just, sorry. It's just not, it's an older style thing. And I think Robert Goulet, a little less than Jim Nabors. I think it's a more stronger example, but I just doesn't, didn't send me. It wasn't one that really would send me. Richard Harris. Now, this one, he did MacArthur Park, and I always enjoyed MacArthur Park, done by Maynard Ferguson, But Richard Harris is the one that kind of saved that tune, and the lyrics are pretty inept. You're saving a cake that was left out in the rain. Okay, but this song got passed by other artists. I think they brought it up to the association. I'm trying to think of who the writer was. Jim Webb Originals, all new Jim Webb Originals. So Jim Webb had written for a lot of artists like the Association and maybe Fifth Dimension. I'm not can't I don't know it all. Sorry, folks. But MacArthur Park was something he did, and he thought somebody else was going to do it, and they didn't do it, and so it sat on the shelf. And Richard Harris liked it, picked it up, and had a hit with it. And then the rest is history. Engelbert Humperdinck, A Man Without Love. Okay. Again, not really my thing. I'm not sure. This is probably a record that came to me through, some other source. It wasn't like I went out and looked for Engelbert Humperdinck. But he was okay. He was okay. Kind of in the Tom Jones kind of a feel, although I think Tom Jones is a stronger artist. Al Jolson. Well, he is an early artist. I think the fact that he did blackface, hurts him in the long run, in the long haul. So, but he had a very strong voice. Had to sing theaters back before he had mics and such, and so an interesting artist. Oh, and we just talked about Tom Jones there a second ago, and now here we got him. Tom Jones. Here's an earlier one. Green, Green Grass of Home. I believe he's Welsh. Tom Jones, I Who Have Nothing. So he started out, and had some success, I believe, over in England. But once he got to this point, that's when wow, he couldn't do no wrong. He was on TV. He was singing with everybody, and the thing that's interesting with Tom Jones is, he's covered Prince, or Kiss, I think was the one he did, and he's covered a lot of blues. He's done solid blues records. I saw one with him doing with the Blind Boys of Alabama. But this time it's What's New Pussycat, and all those. It's not unusual, right? Just really fun songs, and he had the women going crazy for him. Okay, next up, Frankie Laine. Frankie Laine. The one thing I remember him for is Rawhide, right? That singing that theme song. But he had other. This is Rockin', right? So by the River St. Marie. Doesn't sound so rockin' to me from reading the back here, but Rockin' Chair. Paul Weston's orchestra. So yeah, Frankie Laine, torching Frankie Laine, body and soul. You know, he covered some of the jazz stuff and some of the ballads, probably more ballads, and fun to listen to. A little different style. So that's it for today. That was episode 3 of Male Vocals, and we'll catch you next time. Andy the Champ out.